Nothing catches me more off guard than when I get the chance to see Traptrix do something in a regional. This is the illustrious 14th place Traptrix deck list coming out of this weekend. And for those of you that were just asking about this, or those of you that knew about this, Yahoo! That's literally all I have to say about this. Yeah, let's dig on into this and kind of see what's going on here. So we are packing a pretty good scale-sized artifact engine of one Lancia, one Moraltac, and the one copy of the Scythe in the main deck. Diversity is good. Having all three options available to you. Also, it's not like you can't Traptrix set the Sanctum from the deck because LOL normal trap card. But by playing one of each of these, you get access to basically whatever you need in the deck. And I like this quite a lot, honestly. I understand why he did so well based on some of these ratios. With triple copies of Ash Blossom, you only play the triple copies of Diana. Honestly, probably the best one in the deck, being the generic extender that revives to set up, and then you get to target a whole normal trap card in your graveyard, and then you can set that target for the special summon. Honestly, the whole Traptrix engine is pretty cute. So triple copies of that. You have triple copies of Mantis. On normal summon, you get to recruit for a Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. And then, once per turn quick effect, you can set one spell trap card, or target set spell and trap card you control. Return that target to your hand, and then you can set one spell or trap card from your hand. So basically, it allows you to switch. Triple copies of Myra standard. When this card is normal summoned, set a troll, or add a hole from your deck to your hand, and then on special summon you get to pop a back row. So generic spot removal in terms of general things like that. And they have the one copy of Nephthys. If you activate a normal hole card, you can add up to one, or you can add to your hand or special summon one Traptrix monster, except for Nephthys. This is kind of like an extender for the deck. Outside of that, yeah. We also play the double or nothing package. You all thought that just because we're a level 4 deck that we weren't going to cheese OTK players, because I have bad news for you. It would be absolutely wrong of us to not take full advantage of one of the most generic rank 4 cards in the deck. We have triple copies of Twin Twister. Then we have triple copies of Artifact Sanctum. Absolutely going to be using this to stall the opponent. All we need is one turn, by the way, to establish. And if we get the Sanctum off of, anything else really in the deck, we're good to go. We have one copy of Bottomless Trapple, one copy of the Breakoff Trapple. So when a link monster is linked, summon, destroy all monsters on the field that are not linked. So this is just kind of a free nuke. Like, this is kind of good. And then we have the one copy of Chain Hole. When your opponent activates a monster effect in response to a card, effect, or activation, negate the opponent's effect. Then your opponent can banish one card from their deck or hand with the same original name as that negated card. If you do not, you banish one random card from your opponent's hand. And of course, we have one Floodgate, triple copies of Heavy Storm Duster, one Impure Order. Then we have two copies of Magic Cylinder. Imagine being this frustrated walking into a Magic Cylinder and then getting OTK'd on the next turn through double or nothing. Then we have the one Network Trap Hole. When your opponent special summons a monsters from the main deck or graveyard, banish it face down. Then we have the triple copies of Shade Brigadane, along with one Time Space Trap Hole, one Traptrix Trap Hole, and one copy of Treacherous Trap Hole. This is beautiful. Down here in the extra, we have triple copies of Traptrix Sarah, one copy of the topological Zeroboros, one Trisbania, one copy of Boral Sword, one Borreload. Then we have two copies of Traptrix Rafflesia, one Tornado Dragon, one Utopia Double, and one Utopia, along with one Abyss Dweller, one Chimeratech Mega Fleet, and then one copy of the Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. Side deck, we have two Lancia, triple Prinketups, triple Ghost Ogre, triple Evenly Matched, triple Red Reboot, and one copy of Solemn Warning. Wrapping up the 14th place Traptrix list for everybody. I don't know what more to say about this. These tech choices and things in this deck are really spicy, honestly. I honestly think that we get the best of all the worlds in this build. So, I don't know. This is pretty interesting, honestly. Now, moving on along here. We have a dinosaur list also coming across my desk from this weekend. And seeing Lost World Dino still doing well in this format is good. It's good to see that this deck continues to, once again, push the molds of the format. Also, Pot of Extravagance in this deck. I haven't seen that yet in my dinosaurs. That I don't know. This one also was shocking. One of the reasons why I wanted to cover this was because I saw Pot of Extravagance. But honestly, how much do you use your extra deck in True King Dinos? Just be honest with me here, because that extra draw power seems kind of worth it. So, we have triple copies of Baby Ceresaurus, of course, one copy of Giant Rexcoon, one Jiracalia, triple copies of the Miscellaneous Ceresaurus, two copies of Little Fuzzy Kultos, triple Gamma, triple Oviraptor, of course, triple True King Agmezod, the Vanisher, triple copies of True King Bahastros, and two copies of the Ultimate Conductor, along with one Megalomasher and the one Psyframe Driver, wrapping up the monster lineup. Honestly, pretty standard all across the board for the monster lineup. You're not going to do anything too spicy for this deck. And then we have two copies of Double Evolution Pill, of course. Why would we not be playing this? And then we have triple copies of Dragonic Diagram, a Lamau, free searches, free pop fodder. And then we have triple Fossil Dig, one copy of Lost World, triple Pot of Extravagance, one copy of Set Rotation, and the one copy of Yield Terraforming. Down here in the extra deck, we have one copy of Reproticus, one Lambda, one Unicorn, one Phoenix, one Decode Talker, and the one copy of Boral Sword OTK Dragon. Triple copies of True King of All Calamities, two copies of Evil Zorlagia, two Dolka, one Trishula, and one copy of the Psyframe Lord Omega. Side deck here, we have two copies of Lancia, triple copies of Ash of Blossom and Joyspring, two Prankatops, two Ghost Ogre, two No Material, two Twin Twister, and two copies of Evenly Matched, wrapping up this bad boy. I don't know, once again, innovations are important to this game, and the more and more that we see things like this, Pot of Extravagance, True King Dinos, Traptrix even, like, what is going on for these rogue decks this format? And the last deck I have for you guys today is a train list, actually, that was sent to me in my inbox. Now, I'm going to say this. Trains are always that deck that kind of sit in the back of the room every format. They're there, and then players are like, why did I lose to that? Well, it's honestly because, Dora's a pretty good card. Like, if you're playing against this and you're like, oh, what's going on, and then you get Juggernaut Libeat over here, and this thing is like 6k making like double triple attacks. Like, honestly, Thunder has a rough matchup for trains, because as soon as those two monsters connect and the Juggernaut just hits the field, your opponent's like, uh-oh. So we have the triple copies of Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede, one copy of the Ruffian Railcar, triple copies of the Train Derricrane, triple copies of the Bullet Train, two copies of Night Express Knight, one Shadal Dragon, and the one Shadal Beast. We have triple Gamma, and the one copy of the Driver. And then spells, we have triple Switchyard, triple copies of Virgin Schedule. We have the triple copies of Shadal Fusion. Now, honestly, when you look at this deck, I think a lot of players, you don't need the Shadal engine to make this deck good. Yes, it's a free drop Shaganog on the field. Yes, it's a free proc 2 effects, either or for what you need in the deck. But there are other ways to do this. It is good that, yes, we did get the chance to see that the Shadal build did do something. Yes, absolutely. But remember, don't be narrow-minded and think that you have to always stick to the plan here and just play this, because you have other ways of deck building. We have the triple copies of Called by the Grave, two copies of Cosmic Cyclone, two Pot of Desires, triple Livid Impermanence, and triple copies of Red Rebuto, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra deck, one copy of the Super Expensive Soldier, one Lambda, one copy of Cleaford Genius, one Anger Knuckle, one Pentastag, one Gundari, one Robot Galaxy Destroyer, one Super Robo Dora, two copies of Libby, two copies of the Gustav Max Kuhn, one Shaganaga, and one Construct. Side deck here with two Gamma Seal, two D Crow, triple copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, one more Cosmic Cyclone, one Skill Drain, triple copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance, and the triple copies of the Yield Solemn Judgment, wrapping up this list. Outside of this, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, really, what are we expecting for this format? Are we expecting things to be crazy? I'm not really sure. But seeing that Trains is even doing well at the regional level right now, And coming off of YCS Portland with all that crazy stuff, it's an intriguing time to be alive nonetheless. So what do you guys think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below to what you guys think. And we'll guys catch you on the flip side.
The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil 40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.